sister JJ, aka Dr. Benjamin, aka Dr. B, aka Dr. JJ. Now, my mouth look like it's full because it is. I am eating an apple, and I was going to finish eating my apple before I got on, but then I said no. They need to see me eating healthy because that's what it's all about. So I am eating my apple. This is Stop Living Broke. Let me do this. Sorry. That didn't look good, so I may not do that. Hold on. That didn't look good with that poking out on the side of my mouth. So I had to chew like 40 times because it's a hard apple. So this podcast is a podcast to share information with you that will hopefully help you live a softer life, making different financial decisions to help your future you live more comfortably, more a softer life. Now, this is not a podcast that we talk about all of the gossip that's going on in society and politics and all that stuff. No, 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 no. I am simply a young woman that wanted to come on and share information that's been shared with me in hopes of you making better decisions, such as I have. Changing our mindset, adjusting our mind, and turning bad habits into good habits when it comes to our financial decisions. Okay? So, um, last week I really was talking about a lot of podcast, your portfolios, and I'm really, really talking about that because that's one of the things you need to have. Tracking your money. Tracking your money, right? You need to track your money. And how do you track your money? You need to have a portfolio. And you can have all kinds of portfolios, but the typical five basic ones is your growth, your income, your time, your target date, your balance, and your, excuse me, that was the apple, and your socially responsibility pockets. There are portfolios. There are people out there that are really in tune with the environment, and they invest money so that they have money to be able to help with the environment. So yay to those guys. I appreciate that. For me, I'm really into the growth income. I do have my balanced portfolio because that's a list of all of my portfolio, all of my investments, so I can see what my risks are, what my money is making, where my money is being directed, and what is bringing me money, and so I can basically see what's going on. That's my full view of what I have, and then my growth for me, I use that as my my income for me because I that's going to grow, and then my income base, I'm going to get it right then and there. I'm going to get it right then and there. So I'm really excited today to share some information with you guys. I just found out that McDonald's is mad. McDonald's is mad. Why is McDonald's mad? Because they say that people aren't buying breakfast anymore, and they are equating it to people not having money. And I was listening to the podcast, and actually, I got it from Richard Fain. Richard Fain, Vain Fain. And then I researched it myself. Never take what somebody say for the gospel. Go research it for yourself. You got eyes, you can read. So, got hands, you can move papers. Go look it up for yourself. So, when I was looking it up, I'm like, that might be true that some people are not doing breakfast at McDonald's because that's where the slump is mainly with McDonald's is the breakfast arena. And they're saying that's because people don't have money to buy breakfast anymore. Well, I would like to say that people are thinking, they are thinking, and they're saying, you know what, I don't need to go out here and buy this $1.99 egg McMuffin, Wendy's, McDonald's, whoever. I don't need Burger King. I don't need to buy this $2.49 what is it, croissant every single day. I can just go to the store and buy me a carton of eggs and get me some bread, croissant, or whatever it is, and make my breakfast not just for me but for the whole family. I would like to think that some people are using their brain. They are reconditioning. They are adjusting their mind. They no longer want to live broke. So where McDonald's is saying, hey, there is a slope in the economy because we ain't making our money. Maybe it is a slope in people's, excuse me, an elevation in people's thinking that they don't need to continuously spend money every single day. Because if you're spending $5 a day, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, it's $35 a week that you're spending for one sandwich and maybe a drink. When you could take that $35 a week and buy you some eggs and buy you your bacon, if that's your thing, your bread or your cheese or whatever, your juice or whatever, and feed your family. So you got to think on that type. So I was smiling when I saw the report. Now, we also got to understand something, that Donald Trump has his people coming out saying that the inflation isn't what it is, when yeah, it really is. They're not even counting the food and the energy. They're not including that. If they was to include that, then we really would be in trouble. So we really would be in trouble if we focused on what they are reporting. So what I would say to you guys is, look at your own financial status, right? Look at your own hello Joy. Look at your own financial status and make decisions that are best for you. I'm not telling you what the economy is, because I'm not up there with those guys. I'm only going by what I see for myself, right? And I'm sharing this information with you. Think about things differently. McDonald's is mad. I mean, they like, hey y'all need to come on back and get this breakfast in the morning. And I'm like, maybe it is that people can't afford it, or because it's all about what lenses you choose to look out of. So they would like for us to look in the lens of people can't afford it, people can't afford it. Then we get all into this panic. Or do you want to look at it from my lens of, how about I'm realizing I don't need to spend this kind of money every day. I can take this money and invest in my future for me and my children and children's children's children. How about that? I don't need to go out and spend all of this money every single day. Because I did it at $5 a day for one person. Imagine if a person got 3 kids, 5 kids, and you're going to McDonald's every single day. They even saying that value meal sales have dropped. Well, I noticed when they was going up, I'm like, I thought value meal was supposed to be $1. So, yes, and it is unhealthy to eat McDonald's. That's another thing. People are using their brain. It's more healthy to eat at home. When you start investigating the things that these people are putting in our food, you're like, you know what? I might need to cook at home. So that is that mind adjustment. Stop living broke. You thinking that you got it going to McDonald's every day. And I'm saying McDonald's because they're the ones that's complaining. So you think you got it going to McDonald's every day, or wherever you going, Starbucks, wherever you going, getting your cappuccino, and isn't that thing like $3-5 per cappuccino, something like that? So hey, you swiping your card, giving up your money, leaving your tip, and all of that. And hey, I'm not against the companies, okay, because they're doing their thing. Our family, we have a restaurant, so we're in the business of feeding people. So I understand that, but at the same time, I am wanting us to change our minds, mind adjustment. Stop living broke. Stop spending your money and then you have no money invested, right? So I'm not saying you can't go out and enjoy yourself. That's not what I'm saying. But what I am saying is be mindful about your spending. And somebody is thinking, because whether it's because of their financial status or whether the light bulb have gone off in their head and they're like, I don't need to keep spending this type of money every day. Now, the rest of them are suffering too. It's just McDonald's came out and said something. McDonald's came out and said, yeah, it is a problem with the economy. Because keep in mind, Donald Trump is saying that it's not a problem with the economy. But there is a problem. But they don't want people to panic. Because if people start panicking, they stop spending. And McDonald's is saying, hey, we see people are not spending. So, yeah, there is a problem. But I am saying, hey, guys, keep it up. Don't go give them your money. Make them come down on their prices and make them go give you quality food. If you're going to spend your money somewhere where you can get quality food from. Or guess what? Go home and make your food. Since I've been on my mind transformation, I eat more at home. I eat more at home, and I notice that I got more money because I eat at home more. Now, I do go out, but I'm mindful about what I go out to because I don't have to buy all of this stuff just because everybody else is buying it. So, yes, McDonald's is mad. Mad, 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 mad. So, guys, listen. That's a good thing for you. That's a good thing for you. Keep doing what you're doing. Eat at home. Eat at home. Eat at home. I am my battery's going dead. So give me a second because my battery's going dead. I thought that I had the other battery here. So shame on me. Shame on me. I'm not going to be on here long. Sorry about that. I'm not going to be on here long today because I am a filmmaker. I'm an independent filmmaker and I have to get my clients. I have to edit. But I do want to come on and share because it is Monday and I'm so excited. Yeah, I'm excited because people are, Happy New Year, she said Happy New Year. People are getting it. Cook at home. Cook at home. Cook at home. Cook at home. All right, guys. I'm not gonna stay on here too long. Like I said, that was one of the things I thought was very, 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 very interesting. McDonald's is mad. Okay, so guys, I've really been pushing for portfolios. If you don't have your portfolio, get your portfolio. You have to track your money. You gotta track your money. Anytime we talk about money, I find that people get uncomfortable when you talk about money. But that's the first step in stop living broke. You got to track your money. You have to talk about money. Be comfortable about talking about money. A lot of people are uncomfortable with talking about money because it make them face what they're not doing. So you can't advance if you're not honest with yourself. You have to be honest with yourself so that you can make some changes in your financial status. Now, if you're living already comfortable doing your thing, hey, cool, share the information with somebody. Share it with someone, that want to listen. Don't force yourself on anybody. But again, the first thing I would like for you guys to do, if you don't, and I've been shouting this since I started this podcast. Oh, pause. Let me say this part. I am not by any means a financial advisor. I have to put that out. I'm not a legal financial advisor. Okay, any information that I'm giving you, trust me, you can research it for yourself. I will be talking to, on this podcast, I'm talking about experiences and anything that I'm talking about that you should be able to fact check that, okay? Basic fundamentals is what it's all about, okay? Mind adjustment, okay? Before you can transform, you need to adjust. So mind adjustment so that you can transform, so that your future you will be happy that the current you made better decisions so that the future you can live more comfortably. And that's what it's all about, living more comfortably, financial freedom. And what financial freedom may mean to you may not necessarily mean the same to me. Having those hard conversations about where you are and what you're doing with your money. But if you're comfortable where you at, then that's fine, whether it's good or bad. Right? And what I mean bad is if you're struggling, always borrowing money, keep getting evicted, don't know how you're going to pay your bills, keep getting those cutoff notices. If that's cool with you, then hey, go for it. But if you're not comfortable with your financial status, don't just listen to my podcast. Go listen to other podcasts. My podcast, yes, I give information and I'm really about motivating as well. It's okay not to be okay, but what's not okay is taking the precautions that you need to take to get okay. And sometimes we are not okay in our finances. And when you're not okay in your finances, that means you're not okay mentally. So you want to get okay and you're mentally so that you can get okay financially. And because a lot of times people have money and they don't understand why they can't keep their money. That's because they are not mentally, financially, they don't have the mental financial intellect to know how to make money work for them and not them work for their money. You should be a master of your money and money not a master of you. So That's what this is all about. And I named it "Stop Living Broke" because I want it to be like, whoa, what are you talking about? Yep, stop living broke. I used to do that. I used to live broke. So I'm not bashing anyone. I'm just saying where I was so I can speak on this because I've been there. And now I'm in a position where, I'm living more comfortably. And I'm working to live even more comfortably. So that's where we at. So guys, again, just to reiterate, there are typically 5 types of portfolios. I was looking at a podcast yesterday, and I heard someone say he has a insurance portfolio. That wasn't a podcast. I was at a stocks class yesterday. My sister and I, we went to this stock seminar yesterday, and the guy said he has an insurance portfolio. I was like, okay. And if you look at my other podcasts, my other episodes, I did say you can have any kind of portfolio you want. It's about, and just label it. So it's about you tracking your money. So I can understand why he may have insurance portfolio because he may have an IUL, which is the Index Universal Life Insurance. I talk about that in one of my podcasts, or one of my episodes. I may bring that back just for a refresher. And he may have a term. He may have a whole. I don't know what he have, because I didn't ask him, but I just picked up that he said he have an insurance portfolio. So typically there are 5 basic types of portfolios. It's growth, income, balance, time target, and social responsibility. So you can place your stocks however you want. Look them up. Don't go with what I'm saying. Look them up. Look them up. Now tomorrow, I'm really going to get in depth. I talked about it yesterday with my sister. Now we have a Welcome to the Winners financial conversation every Sunday. It's private right now, but we were sharing the types of stocks. So tomorrow I will be talking about some of the types of stocks. So when you get into stocks, you want to know about the company. I call it the stats. Your company stats. What type. So we'll get into that. But and it's not just your portfolio. It's not just for stocks. It's for if you have art. That's a value. Commodities. That's a value. I talk about commodities in my other episodes. So again, this podcast may not be the old juicy type of podcast people are looking for. This is an informational mind adjustment, mind transformation podcast to either inform you, remind you, help you to make better decisions on your finances. And if you don't know, then you can't grow. So when you know, then you can make sound decisions to do better, right? So and I just love God's people, and I just want to help. And I've gotten information from people that's helping me. So I'm just sharing that information on, and hopefully as you guys are getting this information, that in your conversations talking to people, something I say may have resonated for you to share to the next person, because that's what it's all about, guys. I mean, as cliche as it may be, each one teach one, reach one is real talk. So those are the 5 typical types of portfolios. Guys, get your portfolio together. And again, if you're into the cryptocurrency, hey, we'll talk about that. Cryptocurrency is a lot of crypto. You got to be mindful about crypto, though. But some of my volunteers, some of memes, and that, so you want to make sure that you are investing back. Bitcoin. You need to invest in Bitcoin. Bitcoin is the mother Bitcoin cryptocurrency of the world. So it is still, even though it's saying how much it is like really, really high up there, and you right now you don't have you do not have, you don't, I ain't gonna say what you got, but it does cost a lot to get one coin. So you're getting 2 sheets, and that's like equivalent to saying fractions of a share. So you're getting 2 sheets off of the hope I said that right, off of the two sheets off of the Bitcoin. So invest. If you don't do nothing but $1, you. Now, some people last week bust my chops because I was saying, hey, Cash App. Cash App has, I know they've had a lot of stuff going on. I get it. I understand. I have some close friends and family members that have had situations with Cash App. I understand that. But they have been working on building their stats. Thank you, KK. Working on the safety of their platform. And Cash App is a place where you can go and get your feet wet in the stocks. All stocks are not traded on Cash App, but get your feet wet in the stocks. $5, $10, $1 is fractions of a share. So you're not during a high risk when you're investing in the stocks. Try it out. So with that being said, guys, once again, McDonald's is mad because their prices are going down. It's going down. The breakfast is going down. And they are trying to say it's because the economy is suffering, right? They like people ain't got money. They said people ain't got money to spend. I'm like, is it that people ain't got money to spend, or is it that people's minds are adjusting? Now, it may do have something to do with people ain't got money to spend, but it's about the lenses that you look out. And I am saying, maybe some people saying, I don't need to keep on giving you $5 every day, but I can just go and get me some breakfast and cook it at home. I will hope that's the case. Even though we know the economy is going through some stuff, right? So look up that for yourselves. Check it out. And it's not just McDonald's. They just the ones that's coming out and say, hey, something ain't right. And they are $1 billion company. And they notice that y'all not buying breakfast. Don't stop. Keep not buying it. Buy your food at home and cook at home. Stop living broke. That's one of the first steps, is reprioritizing your money. So kudos for you guys that are making that sound decision not to spend unnecessary money and redirect your money. Now, I said I wasn't going to be on here super long, but I do want to talk about some things. I have been telling you guys about investments. Now, everything, again, I'm going to say I am not a financial advisor, okay? I am, however, sharing information that's been shared with me. Everything that I'm sharing, you can research it yourself, okay? Don't take my word for the gospel. Go research it yourself. And if I'm wrong, let me know, hey, you misspoke, JJ. And I'll be like, okay, no problem. I will re-speak, but I typically make sure that what I am speaking about, I have researched it. Okay, so everything that I'm sharing with you guys, it is for your informational purposes only. Do with it as you may. Now, before I move forward, I do want to say this is my first podcast, and this is week 2, and I'm really excited. And I would really appreciate if you would like and subscribe to my channel. Please like and subscribe. Again, this is not the gossip channel where we be talking about everything that's going on. You got enough people that's doing that. My girl Tisa Tell, she's keeping y'all up on all of the juice that's going on out there. So go check her out. You got you got a lot of folks that's out there that are keeping you up with what's going on with the entertainment world, or the gossip world, or the criminal world, those guys. But for me, for this podcast, I want to stay focused on mind adjustments and financial elevation. So, may not be the most glamorous podcast, but it's definitely glamorous when you activate your Wonder Twin powers. I know that's so goofy, but you see your account grow and your financial freedom widens. So that's glorious to me. I like that. So here we are for what I want to share some information with you that I just came upon, and I'm like, ooh, I'm about to pull a trigger. I came upon this morning, so I have not even had the opportunity to talk with my sister or talk with our private group about it yet. But I did research it, and whom it came from, they're pretty much on top of what they talk about. So there are 3 stocks that I do want to talk about, guys, that you all should investigate. I said investigate. I didn't say pull the trigger. What I mean by pull the trigger is invest. I said investigate and make your own sound decisions. The first one is J.P. Morgan. J.P. Morgan, that's Chase. J.P. Morgan. Check those guys out. That is, they are doing the daggone thing in the stock market. They are definitely making that money. They're making that money. So right now, the analysts are saying that they are a bank institution that you should be looking into to invest your money. I said the analysts are saying it. So go check it out for yourself. I'm already invested in JP Morgan, so I'm kind of excited. I'm going to be investing a little bit more based on my financial risk management and what I'm comfortable with. So that's that. Now, here's another thing. Here's another one. Shell. Now, yesterday I was talking to our group, and I was saying how I got Exxon because I use Exxon a lot. So I stopped using Shell. But Shell is selling at 29.1% under their value. I'm like, whoa, I need to go get me some Shell. So guys, check that out. Check that out. Chevron is one of the heavy hitters. Exxon is one of the heavy hitters. So now they're saying that the analysts, I said analysis, the analysts are saying that, and I did look at it. I'm like, yep, they telling the truth. They telling the truth. So they've been quiet in the game. And I used to have Shell. I think I sold it the end of last year or the beginning of this year. I can't remember. But I just decided to liquidate. I mean, not liquidate. I decided to get more Exxon because I felt myself using Exxon more. But I'm like, I might need to go back over here to Shell. So I haven't looked at Shell yet. In reference to as in depth as I want to look at it, but I did do the overview, and yes, they're selling 29.1% of its value, so share value. So I'm like, hey man, that's something worth looking at, right? Now here's the deal: Shell is on Cash App, JP Morgan is on Cash App. If you don't have a traditional brokerage platform like Fidelity, I forgot the other one, E-Trade, Robinhood, stuff like that, then and again, and you're not comfortable with putting a vast amount of money in it, then do some fractions of a shares. Do a little bit. You can do Cash App. Because you do have to get verified and all of that when you're on those platforms. So if you want to get your feet wet and you're not comfortable with the other platforms, then go ahead over there to Cash App and try your hand out. Okay, they got it right there, stocks, and you just put it in the search bar and it lets you know, and you can put however amount you want to put in there, and then start watching it. Now you can go over to Yahoo Finance. My sister turned me on to Yahoo Finance. And you can go to Yahoo Finance and you can just put a key in the company and tells you all the information you need to know about that company. Or you can come on over with us to Welcome to the Winners Club, and we can help educate you, because that's what this is all about. Each one teach one, reach one, right? Educate each other. So when you're educated, then you can make more sound decisions. Now, I saved this last one. Now, let me go back. They are saying that Shell is the gold gas investment. That's what the analysts are saying. So I cannot wait to check that out. But I'm like, okay, I'll check it out. So guys, look into it. This is the time. This is the time to start investing. This is not the time for you to go buy your $100 tennis shoes, go get your drinks and turn up and all that stuff. This is the time. You got to be like ants right now. You have to be like ants. While everybody else is partying, you need to be storing away. We got to be like this squirrel season. This is ant or squirrel season, while everybody is partying, having a good time. Ooh, turn up. You need to be getting your nuts and putting them away, storing your nuts away. This is the time, guys, because it's going to come a time you're going to wish that you did. Your future you will wish that you was being a squirrel or ant right now. Okay? So, again, don't take my word for it. Investigate it for yourself. This is all about stop living broke. Mind adjustment. If you can go out there and buy you a unit, if you can go out there and buy you earrings, if you can go out there and buy you makeup, listen, guys, you can go out and invest in your future. You can invest in your future, and it doesn't take as much as you think. Start a little at a time. Start a little at a time. Let that become contagious to you. Let that be an addiction. Investing in your future. Let that be an addiction. You're addicted to partying. Let investing in your future be an addiction. Every time you turn around, you gotta go to your platform, your brokerage platform, or you gotta go to your Cash App and invest. I got this thing that I say that whatever you spend over the weekend, take 20% of that and invest in yourself. So if you spend $100, then take 20% of that and invest that. Whether you're investing it in your crypto, whether you're investing in your stocks, your REIT, whatever you're investing it in. There are all types of investments. I talked about that in my other episode. So if you took $100, you spent $100, and you take 20% of that $100 to invest in yourself, that's only $20. That's it. And you can take that $20 and diversify however you want to do it. A little bit can go a whole long way. But if you continuously do that, you know what I'm saying? And the reason why I say do it like that, because you want to create habits. You don't want to just do it and then forget about it. On some stuff you do, because you want it to grow. You don't want to keep looking at it, because watch will never come. But on some things you want to continue to pay attention. Your portfolio, right? And make sure that you are diversifying where you need to. And then listen, if stock's not your thing, cool. I get it. That's absolutely fine. Everybody not into stocks. I understand that. But you got all types of other avenues that you can invest in, right? You can do crypto. You got to invest in something. You have to invest in something. You have to invest in something that's going to give you a return. You got art now, and even if you buy art and sell art, commodities, real estate. Oh my God, NFTs, ETFs. It's all types of ways that you can invest your money and get creative with it. We don't have the answers to everything, but all I'm saying is get your juices flowing so that you will not be left behind in the future. That's what I'm saying. Stop living broke. That's the whole thing of this. Get your juices running. You don't have to take everything that I am saying as the gospel, but you can use it as your template to help you make better sound decisions of your money management and your finances. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Get with people that are not afraid to talk about money. Because if you get with people that are always talking about their bills and woe is me and why they can't do something and oh my God, you will never, ever, 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 ever win. If you stay around poor-minded people, you will never be able to win. Now, I learned this the other day. I took his introductory course. Oh my God, it's not sensational. Spectacular Smith. He's one of the Pretty Ricky boys. And he's a marketing mongrel. And he's the one who came up with the angry cat. And so, and you guys may see him advertising on social media. So I took his introductory course, and one of the things that he said was stop being poor. And I'm like, what do you mean by that? And he says, stop passing over opportunities repeatedly. I said, ooh, I like that. Stop being poor. Stop hanging around poor-minded people. Stop hanging around people who pass over opportunities repeatedly. Stop hanging out with those guys because you then continuously become poor. You can't win when you are hanging out with poor-minded people, passing over opportunities repeatedly. So stop being poor. Okay, so I know I said I had three. I had three stocks that I was going to tell you guys about. But before I go there, the reason why I'm holding off on that one, because I am excited about that one. I'm excited about the other two, but I'm already invested in JP Morgan, so I already know that I'm going to pull the trigger on Shell. But this other one, I'm a holder. So before I talk about that, I do want to talk about this. Friday, when I was talking to people about investments, some people were like, hey, I don't have $1,000 to invest. And that's absolutely understandable. But if you do have $1,000, then invest. So there is a vacation home company. Basically, what they do is they have all these apartments and condos and hotels, all this stuff all over the world. So when you're going out and you're vacationing, me and my sisters, we are vacationing quite frequently now. I'm ready to go now. And they're like, girl, wait a minute. And so some of the places you go, maybe a hotel, maybe a condo, whatever, people pay to have that luxury. So it's all about connections. Okay, somebody had tried to call. So anyway, so I have been sounding the horn on this company. They will close it to the public September the 18th, and it is called Pacaso. 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 It's $1,000. If you go straight to the website, Picasso.com, by the time you finish with the little fees, it's like $1,035 and I think 50 cents. Because right now it's $1,050. And you'll get like 544 shares, something like that. Right? So once they IPO, of course, goes up. You go in, get your money. Boom, you just made you some money. That is investment. There's another one. You can look it up on Yahoo Finance. It's called TV Channel Network, and it is TVCN. I believe that's their ticker, TVCN. TV Channel Network. They are still open. You can invest in them. I think you can still invest in them. $1,500 will get you well, I'm not quite sure what's going on with it now, but check those guys out. That's a black-owned company, Mr. Payne. He is heavily into the music industry, and he has a company that's going to IPO super soon. And I'm very, very excited. My sisters and I, we are mediocrely invested. Had we knew about it before, which is my fault because I didn't read my texts, we probably would have been even more heavily involved. So the last one I want to talk about, his investment is not as intense. That is Fanbase. I am on Fanbase, guys. If you don't have a Fanbase account, hey, do yourself a favor, go support your people. Isaac Hayes the third. I don't know if he's the son or the grandson of Isaac Hayes, the singer. He has a social media, and it's called Fanbase. And so for I think it's like 60 shares, it is $400, $399, and of course with the fees and stuff, it'll be a little bit more. But you got to, now that's more obtainable. You can say why he's still accepted. You could take $100 a week, $100 every 2 weeks, $100 a month, however you want to do it, and invest in your future. Invest, because he's telling us once he gets to a certain plateau and the big boys come, he's selling. And I'm like, okay, let's go. Right? So you still have time to invest in Fanbase. So, diversify your money. And that's what I mean by your portfolio. Time that will probably go under your target time portfolio, because you may not have a actual time, but you could put to be announced, and put the notes as soon, they're going to be selling soon, and or like the other two, they'll be IPOing soon. So that this is something that you're going to pull you're going to pull money from super soon. And so not only go on your target time portfolio, also go on your income portfolio, because that's some income that you're going to be looking to get relatively soon. That's your short term, so think about that. Or you can reverse it. You could, because I've heard some people say they use their income portfolio for their retirement, and they use their growth portfolio for their short term. So it's totally up to you. There's no right or wrong. Do you, okay? But track your money. That's all I'm saying. Track your money, so you know what's going on. Prepare for the future, because the future is coming. That's the one thing we know for sure. The one thing we know for sure is the future is coming. Bottom line. Now, what you do with that knowledge today to prepare for the future is all on you, right? So, the last thing that I want to talk about, I'm excited. Okay, so before I go there, I want to say this. When September hit and the reports came in about the stocks, they were talking about how NVIDIA dropped. Right? And everybody all running scared. Even Richard Fang was like, guys, I want to know from y'all, should we sell? What do we do? Do we hold on? What do we do? What do we do? What do we do? Wall Street Trapper, he was like, hey, guys, what do we do? What do we do? But Wall Street Trapper had something, nah. And I was like, ooh, he's smart. So what he said was, look into the companies that NVIDIA do business with in order to make what they make. And just pause that for a second. So, NVIDIA, let me give you a little history. NVIDIA has a chip that is connected to the AI, right? And they do a lot of this stuff, but hear me out. China wants to buy this particular chip that will help intensify their growth within the AI world. Trump wants America to be the number one with the AI. And China wants to be the number one with the AI. So Trump forbidden NVIDIA to sell that chip to China. Yeah, this thing ain't no joke. Stop living broke. Stop living broke. You got to listen to what's going on around you. So he said, no, you can't sell it. So because they say you can't sell it, people start pulling out. So when they start pulling out, the stocks went down, right? So they said, oh my God, because now people don't believe. Now you got to remember something. I talked about this earlier. My sister sent us the stacks and I shared it with you guys. 40% of Congress is invested in NVIDIA. 40% of Congress is invested in NVIDIA. Do you really think them people going to let that thing go down like that? No, they are not. So while everybody was running scared, I was like, I ain't going to run scared. Because 40% of Congress is invested in NVIDIA. NVIDIA ain't going nowhere. What they got to do is figure out how to stroke the president's ego to make him agree to sell. So they're in the back talking to whomever they need, the powers that be. You never get emotionally driven when you hear this stuff going on. You got to use your intellect. You have to use your intellect. Now, sometimes I'm very animated and I get very excited when I talk, but it doesn't mean that I'm emotionally driven. I'm just passionate when I talk. So while everybody's running around, I was like, y'all missing the main thing here. 40% of Congress own NVIDIA. And the 40% of Congress own NVIDIA, that means bigger people got major interest in NVIDIA. They may drop a little bit, which I need them to drop because they like $100 and something a share. So I really would appreciate them dropping. I would appreciate that a lot. I would appreciate them being so bloody, wouldn't make no sense. So that I can buy more. I can buy more. Don't buy when it's high. Buy when it's down. That's a poor man thinking. You buy when it's high. That's dumb. You buy when it's bloody. And I'm not calling anybody dumb. What I'm saying is that doesn't make sense. You don't buy when it's high. Because then when it drops, you lost your money. So don't let those people and I'm going to say that that's dumb that they got you believing that that's what you should do. Okay? So you buy when it's bloody. You buy when it's bloody. You watch it, but you buy when it's bloody. And then when it start going high, then you sell so you can get your capital gain out. Right? You buy low, sell high. And that's stocks 101. And people still don't get it. But you also have, I'm not talking about that. So, with that being said, this brought the podcaster to this. He's an investor. And he said, the analyst has said, check out ASML Holdings. ASML Holdings. Now, I have not checked to see if it's on Cash App or not. Have not checked to see if it was on Cash App or not because I'm working on my timing on when to get on my podcast. So I didn't check to see if they were on. Let me see. I can do that right now. Let me see. And I'm going to tell you who they are and why it's worth something to investigate. Notice I said investigate. I know I'm going to pull the trigger. But something to investigate. All of a sudden, I don't got long nails. I make sure I shorten them up. I'm having a problem. Y'all ain't gonna believe this. Y'all ain't gonna believe this. Yeah, I'm trying to find out. It's going to take me to check. So it's saying that that they do think that ASML is on Cash App. It's not giving me a yes. Most likely yes. It's saying most likely yes. So you can check it out. ASML is 797 cents a share. I really needed to be on Cash App. Now, this is the reason why I'm excited about this, okay? That's one share. But this is the reason why I'm excited about this. It's because ASML has the minerals, the ingredients, to make the chip that NVIDIA is making. So let me put it like this. And they have the ingredients or the minerals or the to make other stuff. So they are the backbone. So here's the deal. Like Nike. Let's use Nike. Everybody go buy Nike. They buy Nike. They buy Nike, right? Ooh, I got Nike. But Nike has to go to someone for the material. ASML has the material that's needed to make the chip, and evidently is an important piece of material. So they've been riding low. They're like, hey, just like the manufacturer or the people who have the material to make the Nike. Nike can go ahead and get all the shine. They don't care. Everybody don't want the limelight. Everybody don't want to be in front of the camera. Nike is in front of the camera. They the limelight. They the Nike. But who Nike go to get the material to make Nike, that's the stocks you want to get into. Stop thinking broke. I'm getting there. If I have not said nothing on any of my podcasts, you better get this. Start investigating the material that is used to make these products. They are the real winners. That's where the money is. These people's stocks is $797. That's where the money is. That's where the money is. And they up. So remember I was saying, you don't buy high. And I was like, well, I didn't say but and I'm saying, it kind of depends. You watch it. Watch it. You're going to have to watch this thing. You got to look at the 52-week time zone with it. And you got to look at the history of it and make your sound decisions. Now, for the most part, people that are on this podcast, that's a lot of money. That's somebody's rent, half their rent, car note, insurance, all types of stuff, right? But if it's on Cash App, you can start chipping at it. How do you eat a steak? A little at a time. You could just go ahead and start putting some money towards it. Get in the game. Get in the game. Because when they win, everybody wins. It's just like, I love basketball. Just like basketball. You got 5 players on the court at one time. But when you look at the bench, you be like, that's a whole nother team on the bench. So when that team wins a championship ring, the 5 players don't just get a ring. Everybody on that bench get a ring. Whether they play 4 quarters, 1 quarter, no quarter. If you on the team, you still gonna get a ring. So what I'm saying is, I gotta make sure, and I'll come back tomorrow to ensure you if they're on Cash App. But it looks like they are. If they're on Cash App, go in Cash App and start getting fractions of a shares. Just throw $5 up at it. Throw $1, throw anything. So when they win, you're gonna win. You may not win as big as the big boys, but you're still gonna win. So a win is a win, right? So again, think of it like this. So they opened up at 790. That's what they opened up at. They went up $7. Their year low was 500. Their day low is 779.48, and their year low is $578. And their year high is $873. So I'm gonna need them to go down some. I'm definitely going to put it on my watch list. But if they are in Cash App, I'm definitely going to start eating at it. I'm going to start eating at it. So, again, guys, ASML, they are the company that have the material that makes NVIDIA. So, if you did invest in NVIDIA, scared of investing in NVIDIA, or heard about NVIDIA going up and down, don't be alarmed. Look and see who they're doing business with to make the chip. And that is ASML Holdings. So check that out. So that was my big thing. I was very excited about coming on to talk about those who are involved in stocks. Hey, that's that. That's my information. Please go research it for yourself. Don't take my word for it. Research it for yourself. You can research it for yourself. But Again, guys, just real quick before I leave, I want to give you guys the 50-30-20 method, the 50-30-20 method. Some ideas on redirecting your money and how to help with your financial status. So when you get your income, hey guys, first write down all of your expenses. Write down your expenses. I'm not talking about your vices. I'm talking about the expenses that you need to survive. Write down your household expenses that you need to live, your mortgage or your rent, your utilities, your phone, your insurance, your car insurance, your health insurance. I said your phone, your car note if you have a car note, your food expense. What does it typically cost you to bring food in the house? And your miscellaneous. Your miscellaneous is your soap, your toilet paper, stuff like that. Write all those things down. When you write all of those things down, then that tells you what your monthly budget is. A lot of people don't want to do it because they don't want to face the reality of how much it costs for them to live. Now, I did not say your vices. I did not say your vices. I didn't say your good time or your shopping. I didn't say any of that. I said what you really need to live and survive, okay? So now once you do that, then you take your income, what you make, whether you get paid every week, every 2 weeks, every month, you break that down on what bills are meant to be paid on a monthly basis, a weekly basis, or a 2-week basis. And then you subtract your monthly income from your monthly expense, and then within that you break down what paycheck goes to what each pay period. Now, once you do that, right, you already taken care of that. Then you go over here and you say, well, what about the money I see that I got left over? Okay, so now the money that you got left over, take 30% of that money and invest in your retirement and your future. Yep, invest it. Then take 20% of that. And out of that 20%, that's what you go do you on. If you want to get your nails done, your hair done, woo. Once that 20% is gone, that's it. You can't spend it. No, you can't spend nothing else. I ain't got it. I can't go out. Sorry. Can't buy a new unit. Sorry. Can't get my nails done. Sorry. Can't buy no more lipstick. Sorry. Can't go to the party. Sorry. Why? Because I have exceeded my 20%. Also, in your expenses, add in your gas, how much it costs you to go back and forth to work. Back and forth to work, not back and forth to hanging out with your friends. Necessities. So then you can start looking at where your money is going. Right? When you look at where your money is going, then you can say, okay, now I got 30% of what I'm making. And that is in my investments, and that's in my retirement. Now you start seeing something, you're like, whoa, okay. And all of a sudden your vices don't become that important anymore. I've let go a lot of vices. I mean, I didn't do no weed. I mean, I used to back in the day, way back in the day. But my little vices, I was like, I'm good. And then you start thinking about different ways to enjoy yourself that cost less. The name of the game is enjoy yourself at a less expense, right? You start changing your habits. Now, let's go over here to your living expense. Here's something that my sister and I have done. We have started, we are really into some stuff over here. She makes our washing powder. Yep. All that TikTok, y'all all on TikTok, watching TikTok and all that stuff, man. Some of that stuff is really, really informative. So we have not bought washing powder in 2 years. We have not bought washing powder in 2 years. I have not bought body wash in some years because I make my own body wash. I have my own company. I have to relaunch it. So we make body wash. We make our body wash. I got to go back and learn how to make, I want a different recipe on the deodorant. I did not buy deodorant for a whole year because I was making my own deodorant. You know how much money we are saving? Now my sister's making our own Pine Sol. So yeah, she's making our own Pine Sol. So and I looked and I said, she got jaws. We ain't gonna and we're not Pine Sol people, but we use the 401 and all that stuff, but that stuff got all kinds of chemicals in it. So Pine Sol, when you look at it, because when she said Pine Sol, I'm not even gonna lie, I ain't even gonna hold you. I was like, that's old folks stuff. But then I ain't say nothing. Right? So the other day she was like, look, sister, and I smelled, I said, oh, that smells lemony fresh. And I love a lemony fresh. Right? So when you make stuff at home, when you're doing things yourself, you can do what you need to do and cultivate it where you need to and tweak it the way you need to best suit you. But what am I? And the pants on not your thing, that's fine. You know, it's cleaning elements. She's working on the dish detergent. Once you get that dish detergent is gone. We have cut a lot of our miscellaneous expenses. We'll cut a lot of our miscellaneous expenses. So that will help you as well. Stop living broke. Use the mind that God has given you so that you can do better in your life, so that your future you can enjoy a more softer lifestyle, right? Stop letting the society tell you how you got to do things. You don't got to do things the way they say do it. Do it the way you want to do it. Now, I mean, it's up to you if you like your lifestyle. I'm not going to, I mean, it's you. But this podcast is for information for people who would like information on changing their current situation. So, guys, please like and subscribe to my channel. Please. Thank you. Like and subscribe. I really would appreciate it. Please tell somebody about it. Again, this is not a podcast where we talk about all that glamorous Hollywood stuff and who had this on and who won't doing this and who's sleeping with who or who ain't sleeping with who. I don't really care about any of that stuff. I mean, every now and then I will chime in and get a little tea, you know what I mean? But this podcast is strictly about financial literacy and financial information on various levels to help you make better sound decisions to change your current living financial lifestyle. So I'll be here tomorrow. The time may fluctuate. I'm trying to figure that out, but I will be here every single day, right here on my channel. I am Sister JJ. Guys, I got a treat for y'all tonight. I have a treat for y'all tonight. I told y'all last week that my sister and I was going to be starting our podcast tonight, 8 o'clock-ish. And we are going to be talking about boys and relationships. And we are going to be talking about some current affairs. We are. And we're going to be talking about health. And we're going to talk about finances because that's what we do. We are the Diamond Girls. So our podcast is called The Diamond Girl Speaks because we are in our diamond era. So we're diamond girls. We're not golden girls yet. We're diamond girls. And so we're going to be having some great conversation, guys. I cannot wait. I cannot wait because I get to go back and forth with a person. You know what I mean? Right now it's all me. Me. But tonight it'll be me and her having a conversation. We're going to be sitting at our Nuke table in our Nuke, and we're just gonna have a conversation with you guys. And you guys, everybody know what a Nuke is, right? It's a little section in your kitchen. Sometimes it's off from the kitchen. It's not the actual kitchen. It's not the actual eating room. It's just a little Nuke, and we got a nice little back. We could look outside, be nosy sometimes, looking to see what the neighbors doing. Anyway, we will be back on this channel right here. Right now, we're going to keep everything on this channel because we're building the channel. And then we'll let you guys know when we will release Diamond Girls to its own channel. Now, guys, if you want some laughs and jokes and people just cutting up and acting crazy, you get to see different layers of me, Sister JJ. I have different layers of me. You please chime in right here on YouTube. Different channel, but on YouTube, it's the DC Carey Podcast. DC Curry, that's DC and that's Curry, Curry. I said Curry, but it's Curry, Curry. Everybody know who DC Curry is. He's a comedian. OG comedian. He is Uncle Elroy from Friday After Next and next Friday, right? So check him out. I am on his podcast, me and some other comedians and him, and it is off the chain. I be laughing. I think laughter is one of the best medicines we can have. So I get my medicine every Wednesday, and we're on about 8:30ish. 8:30ish. So it is really a good time to come on and laugh and just, you know, and this interaction, you know, like just like with this, you know, you guys say some things. So that's it, guys. And I do have some other things coming on, but I don't want to tell y'all yet. You'll get to see. So please like and subscribe to my channel. You have variations going on, diversity on my channel. So this podcast, Stop Living Broke, every single day, and I have my Stop Living Broke tips on the weekends. Then we have I forgot. I didn't forget to do my tip yesterday. Somebody had chimed in while I was doing my tip, and I just didn't. And I was going to do it after the stock seminar, and I didn't. So, but I did give you guys a tip. So go back and check it out. And then every Monday, it will be me and my sister, 8 o'clock-ish. The Diamond Girl Speaks. So, guys, again, like and subscribe to my channel. Tell somebody about it. Thank you guys for allowing me into your home and sharing the information that I know. Now, remember, be the best that you can be, because no one is better at being you than you. It's collaboration over competition. Individually grinding together equals a win for everyone. I'm Sister JJ, a.k.a. Dr. Benjamin. I'm living a life, and I want you to live your life too. Mwah.